Let's first welcome to the ring the undefeated fighter known as the Silencer, Aaron McKenna.
From Smith in County Monaghan, just a few miles from where the great Barry McGuigan heralded from Clonus. He's here tonight, Barry, just the other side of London, where he won his world title outdoors at Loftus Road almost 40 years ago. Now in a larger stadium, this is the chance for the multi-winning amateur and undefeated pro, Aaron McKenna. He's travelled, he has the Irish support, even from the American base. Is this perfect timing for the 26-year-old?
Well, I tell you what, this man here, he needs to make Liam Smith feel old, and the way that he fights, he has an opportunity. He's relentless, he's busy. As you said, very good amateur, knows how to fight, but this is his big test, his acid test. Is he ready? We will find out.
And now let's welcome the former world champion, Liam "Beefy" Smith.
Well, here comes one of the most likeable, lively and respected of all our British stalwarts in his 17th year as a pro, the third brother in the Fab Four boxing household. It's Liam "Beefy" Smith, former world champion. He's been in with everyone and he's returning finally after that nightmare rematch against Chris Eubank Jr. We know how good he has been. And look at this, playing to the crowd, Stephen, Paul and Callum behind him. Liverpool through and through, and he'll be back at Anfield tomorrow as Liverpool lift the title, but will he win tonight? 67% in the fan zone think he will. The question, Barry, is can he recapture the sort of form he's shown us? 19 months out, and he's now 37.
If Liam Smith is injury-free, and that's a big if, by the way, he's a very, very, very hard man to beat. And you think, for McKenna with a lack of experience, he's going to encounter things tonight that he's never seen before. So it's a big ask here for McKenna. If Smith's fit, he's got the upper hand for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it'll be for the vacant WBA International Middleweight Championship. Brought to you by Ring Magazine, and SNK Corporation, the publisher of the famous video fighting game Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. With Ben Shalom for Boxer, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and Box Raw. Along with their great sponsors. Public Investment Fund, Visit Saudi, STC, SRMG, Dr. Suleiman El Habib Medical Group, Saudia, the national airline of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Season, Malaf Cola, Visit Qatar, Desert, NHC, Jacko, Sky, Arab National Bank, First Data, Sella, and SMC. A big thanks to those great sponsors. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge, Charles Giles, along with the World Boxing Association. President, Gilberto Mendoza Jr., Supervisor, Mariana Borisova, Timekeeper, Stephen Pucci. Our 3 judges assigned will be Steve Gray of England, Leszek Jankowiak of Poland, and Giuseppe Quartarone of Italy. Our referee in charge, John Latham of England. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing white with blue and gold and weighed in officially at 159.7 pounds. Coming to us from Monaghan, Ireland, he brings an undefeated record with 19 wins, 10 of his 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the relentless, undefeated fighter known as the Silencer, Aaron McKenna. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing white with blue and weighed in at an even 160 pounds. Hailing from Liverpool, England, he has a professional record consisting of 33 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 20 of his 33 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBO super welterweight champion of the world, Liam Beefy Smith.
Well, as you'll expect from you both, you're obeying the instructions at all times. When I tell you to fight, you both break away. Defend yourselves at all times, and the best luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Nasser Al-Khalifi, the owner of PSG, alongside His Excellency. Everybody wants to be here at Tottenham tonight. Stars all around ringside as we build up towards the big one, and that's at middleweight. Eubank Jr. Ben first up though on this Super Spurs spring night. A fight many think might steal the show. It's a great matchup. The experienced and hardened Liam Smith trying to resurrect his long career. He says big nights against Eubank and others lie ahead, but he might have his work cut out here against the silencer, Aaron Noel McKenna, who's quietly amassed a beautiful undefeated record. He's on the cusp. They're both from fighting families. Both love a heated scrap, Darren. We could be in for another treat here.
Yeah, I think so. I like this, though, from Smith early on, just being the boss on the front foot, pushing McKenna back. Doesn't offer you much at all, does he? As far as a target, Smith, high guard, arcs that back right round, keeps the elbows in. So it's important for McKenna just to try and get into a rhythm behind the jab, move, try and circle back to the center of the ring.
And it's the back and ankle that have really troubled Liam Smith outside of the ring. He blamed that for the Eubank defeat. He didn't look himself, to be fair, even from that opening bell, and already the shoulders look good of Liam Smith, who's a part-time footballer as well. He's pretty good. Not playing tomorrow, he says, but he says he feels, Barry, in a really good place, fitness-wise.
Yeah, but you know, when you get old in your career, feeling good in the gym and producing in the ring sometimes don't always work in harmony, unfortunately. So we're going to find out tonight. But he's a clever pressure fighter, Smith. He always, every time he slips a shot, he's always threatening to throw a punch. He always makes you feel a little bit wary to let your hands go freely, and that's going to be a problem for McKenna, who has to really believe if he punches long, he has to commit to the attacks and believe he's going to land when he throws.
He can punch long, McKenna. He's got real quality, dipping in and out, switching it up, but not at this level, unproven so far. He's been around, hasn't he, in America, and he's travelled and he's been on decent shows, but nothing like this.
No, not at all. I mean, spent some time sparring with Terence Crawford. I mean, that's invaluable experience, it really is. I mean, he's a very, very good fighter. It's just that test now. How good is he? We will find out this evening.
He's not panicking under the pressure here for Liam Smith. Liam Smith don't really let his hands go exactly, but still trying to force the pace with the front foot, and McKenna not getting too panicky with the front foot pressure.
Good hand speed from McKenna. Sharp jab.
I was thinking that, very sharp jab on the back foot from Aaron McKenna.
And again, along with work rate, as I've said, speed, that makes you feel old. You know, your reactions aren't quite what they used to be as you get older. So, yeah, sharp jab required from McKenna throughout this.
Good body shot from McKenna, back end of the run. And battle lines drawn already.
Here's your question. What is the most powerful trait we have?
Listen, doing us a favour straight away. Yeah, deep breath, moving on the back foot. Now look, all I need off your son, especially these first 5, he's moving, he's wanting you to pick your feet up. You can shoot your own jab back, okay? But step in with it, don't go reaching with it, okay? You're looking for the right hand, right arm, but let's start getting your jab going yourself, son, okay? It's not there, but get it back sharp, up, down, up, get the feet in, okay? Doing us a favour, listen. It keeps moving and moving, that's good. That's good, look, we don't waste nothing.
I Show Speed and KSI side by side. I think they had a little competition last night. They're becoming massive names in the influencer world. Barry, your kids know more than you do?
Barry's a big fan.
My kids know more than me. You put pretty much everything at them, to be honest. But luckily my kids are 30 and 7 and 10, so you know they range in age, but everyone know who those two are for sure.
There's a lovely guy, Jake Meskel, in the boxing world, and he said to me the other day, he said, look, KSI and Speed, they'll be in London on Friday night, bring the kids down. I didn't, and my kids were absolutely mental.
Sorry, Adam, that movement there, very, very good from McKenna. The span off out of that blue corner to the centre of the ring, switching. Settled nicely.
He's clever, McKenna. You mentioned the sparring with Terence Crawford. He's got 19 wins in a row since he turned back in December 2017. See how he moves from sort of southpaw to orthodox. He's thinking about this, trying to confuse Liam Smith on the way in.
And it's important when Liam throws a single shot that McKenna throws in combinations, even if there's 2 punches, just react quite quick.
There's a spot of blood on the nose of McKenna, and it might come down to whether he's physically strong enough to deal with the championship rounds. That's where Liam Smith says he's going to get him.
What Smith does well, we just seen a few seconds ago, it didn't really come off for him, but he sees an opportunity, he'll throw that double jab and then throw the right hand really quick, but slide that front foot forward, and he closes the gap very efficiently.
And slips so well inside the jab, the orthodox jab. That sets up that left to the body. He can go back upstairs with the left hook, the right hand. But that's slipping and sliding inside. That's a lovely lead uppercut from McKenna, though.
Good work here from McKenna again. Feeling nice and relaxed. Not intense pressure from Smith. There's enough pressure if you're inexperienced just to panic, and he's not. Smith's got to let his hands go a little bit here now.
He might know that the early rounds will go to McKenna. Liam Smith, he's so seasoned at these long fights. And it's all for McKenna to prove tonight, but he's certainly showing us some real quality early. Boxing out of the southpaw stance now. Really trying to shake it up and show something different to Liam Smith.
Yeah, and he's using the momentum of Smith coming forward to land those shots like that right uppercut. Peach of a shot.
Sweet shot from McKenna, and that will fill him in his corner full of confidence. He feels he's done everything right in his career so far. He needed an opportunity like this.
And you're right, Smith would have been aware that, you know, these early rounds are going to go to the younger guy with the longer reach and the fresher engine, but still, he's still got to make McKenna feel something. So just a little bit more active with the hands here for Smith would pay dividends down the stretch, and that's for sure.
Right, let's get over to Olivia, who's got Tom Davies, the comedian, with her.
Yes, I do have Tom Davies with me, but he's just informed me he's called Big Tom D. So that's what I'm going to call him, Big Tom D. How are you enjoying your night?
I'm buzzing. I mean, what an event. This is what boxing's all about, nightside tonight. This place is absolutely rocking. Here for Chris Smith earlier. Love that guy. Yeah, what an event, what a night. This is, yeah, very special place to be tonight.
Yeah, atmosphere inside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is incredible. I have to push you for a prediction. Chris Eubank Jr. against Conor Benn. How do you see this one going?
I'm Team Conor all day long. I've known Conor a number of years. Tony Sims is a dear friend of mine. Eddie Barry, I was Nigel Benn, I'm Conor Benn. Let's go and get it done tonight. Come on, Conor, my son.
Love you. Big Tom D, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Big Tom D going for Conor Benn. Also Tom Sellers, the two-star Michelin chef. He's here tonight somewhere. He's a big Benn supporter as well. So despite the boos he got earlier, Conor, from the crowd, there are plenty that fancy him and want him to do this tonight.
It has been split opinion, whether you're asking the stars or people within the trade or the fan. A real mixture of opinions. It started well, McKenna, hasn't he? In this contest, moving nicely, switching, demonstrating really quick hands for a middleweight.
Smith still keeps his shape. That's impressive part of Smith always throughout his career. Even in defeat, he always keeps his hands up high, keeps those shoulders side on always.
Tell you what's also impressive. I like the movement from McKenna, it's very good, but I would like him to move back to the centre of the ring. The reason he's not doing it is Smith is stopping him from doing it. You just see there, as he moves to his right, McKenna, he just brings that left foot across Smith, just stopping McKenna navigating himself to middle of the ring.
And he's working very hard, McKenna, and it's very early on, so just going to have to control that pace, because Smith, with that high guard, will just try and stalk around, won't he, and find the body at times and back him up.
He's just getting a judgment of distance right here, McKenna. He's just throwing just before Smith gets a little bit too close. Smith trying to walk him down, we see then his hands go. There's not a lot on the shots, but they're scoring punches and frustrating punches, I would say, for McKenna.
How's Smith looking to you after the injuries and the timeout?
Yeah, he looks fine. I mean, look, I kind of feel he would have expected this, a fast start from McKenna, but he's patient. He's been around, he's seen it all, Liam Smith. It's just another day in the office for him.
It's an important day in the office. He believes he should have the Eubank trilogy. McKenna needs this because he wants that world title shot, and he believes he's good enough at this point that he's got that experience both in sparring and in the ring through his career. December 2017, it's been nearly 8 years. Time to let him off the leash. Good body shots.
Fell off with that right hand there, Smith.
Very close with that shot, but I really think this is good matchmaking. Really, really good matchmaking to see how much Smith has left, and is McKenna ready for that step up in class?
Boxing well so far,
he
isn't
is,
he?
really well.
Yep, there's a nice rhythm, a little bit like Vidal Riley got into in the previous fight, but Liam Smith not doing much wrong here, and he has a game plan, and it's a long one tonight for Liam.
When you're going sideways, touch him off balance.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Don't just rely on it, because he's trying to time your movement. You got me? And he's
trying to walk in on the right hand.
The wide ones are good for that.
Yeah.
The wide ones.
So make sure you do that, Robert. They see it touching on business. But if you keep the hands up high, there's a cut looking for head.
Well, it's a family affair tonight, isn't it? Fergal in there, brother Stephen just to the right.
Good job, beautiful.
The McKenna brothers.
Close. It's like a sparring session. 12 rounds you got there.
No problem.
It's over.
No problem.
Keep punishing them.
Yeah, it's very good work so far from Aaron McKenna. Mick Hennessy, who looks after him, has been around all week with daughter Fran, and she's so excited about the night. She's having such a good time. Big Frank Bruno in the house. What a legend, former world heavyweight great from Britain, of course. But yeah, Mick was sort of saying he thinks McKenna, he hopes McKenna, but he didn't know because Liam Smith's quality. Yeah, he is. Of course he is. And just bringing back memories there when I see Bruno. I remember watching him against Oliver McCall at the old Wembley Stadium. And his dad was, Connor's dad Nigel was on the undercard. September 1995, do you remember? Nigel won, and then Naz was cheering at ringside. What a night for Bruno that was.
Fantastic and well deserved, and after all those, just never looked like he was going to get over the line. But that's perseverance in this sport is the biggest weapon.
Yeah, what a fourth attempt. The world heavyweight champion Frank Bruno, and so popular. Yeah, it was a nice 1-2 that from Liam. So sort of punched down with a straight 1-2. It was on the chest of McKenna.
Just keep an eye every now and again on Smith's ankles again, because he went back to his corner, he was rolling them himself. I don't know whether that's just a habit now or whether there is an issue still with those ankles.
Maybe he's adopted the Barry Jones shuffle.
Oh, he's an old bagger.
Well, he looks light on his feet there, Liam Smith. Wear and tear of the battles over 38 professional fights. He was a good amateur, not as good as Stephen. His brother has become a decent trainer. He's probably the best amateur of the Smith brothers. Of course, Callum having that fantastic win against Joshua Buatsi against the odds. And Liam believes he's got plenty left tonight.
He's looking a bit slow there, Smith. He just let that right hand go, which is usually when he slips forward. It's a good weapon for him. And McKenna evaded it quite comfortable, got back at the centre of the ring and using the jab again.
Yeah, just want to see Liam Smith throw off in the slip now. He's done the hard work, he's missed the shot. Now let yours go. Whether it be a left to the body, a right hand over the top of the jab.
There's the jab from McKenna. Look at the reach he's got on it.
Bit more variation with that shot required, though, I think, from McKenna. Let's go downstairs with the jab.
A good head move there from McKenna. Smith did the right thing there. He slipped inside, slipped to the left with the right hand over the top, but McKenna was, well, good vision, good head movement, good lateral movement.
Just having all over the referee there, Liam Smith. McKenna's not overawed at all. He's trying to back Smith up here. This is really an impressive start from the Irishman. Thousands here filling up at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and McKenna doesn't care. It's just down to business here.
No, and it looks like he's trying to take the step forward now. He's meeting Liam Smith in the centre of the ring. That could get interesting.
Yes.
Good work to the body.
Oh, lovely work. I was going to say, I'm not sure if that's a good thing yet. You know, unless you can feel Smith physically tired or lose a bit of strength. But be careful you don't walk onto shots.
Winning the rounds though, McKenna.
Deep breath, son. Kick your legs out, kid. Stay started. Yeah. Spit that shot. Yeah. Spit that. Listen, slowing down into the rhythm now. Starting to arm punch some already, okay? But look, you're trying too hard for the head going at it, and that body's there for me, Liam, okay? Touch the head, come the body, he pulls out tight, keep the arrows nice and straight. Now listen, when he's reaching, he's squaring up inside, so his head's here now for the left hook already, he's not pulling out. Catch and drop it in nice and short.
Tell him about the left hand, lad.
Okay, yeah. John.
Joe McNally in the corner. His brother Paul's in there somewhere as well. Ross Amber, so much experience in there for Liam Smith, the former world champion. Of course, has had some real standout wins over the years. Those fights with Liam Williams, Anthony Fowler, Jesse Vargas, a really good one. And of course, when he beat Chris Eubank the first time, and that sent the questions about whether Eubank's punch resistance is quite as good as it was in the early part of his career. Of course, Eubank got the win in the rematch and looked really good, but how much was that down to Liam Smith and the injuries? We wait to see later on. Now Liam Smith with an uppercut. That's better from him, but Aaron McKenna winning these early sessions.
Yeah, but he's come out with a bit more intense.
He's getting warm for pushing with the left forearm there, McKenna.
More intensity, Smith. A bit more urgency, more desire to land the big shots on the front foot.
He's got to throw off these slips though now, Liam Smith. McKenna still looking fast, still looking full of energy. And nice and sharp with his reactions here, McKenna.
Yeah, good feet, good movement, speed as well that McKenna has, and the freshness of youth. Lovely body shot and an uppercut. Good variety from McKenna, and Smith has to answer, trying to get his own body shots on. Action warming up in the fifth.
Yeah, exactly that. There's a really, really good variety of shots. The arsenal that McKenna has, really impressive. The long jab, the hook downstairs.
I think he's hard to push back, isn't he, McKenna? Because his arms are so long, so ungainly, very hard to get inside clean.
I think he's stronger than he looks, McKenna.
A wiry strength.
Wiry, awkward, 10 knockouts so far for McKenna. Looking for the uppercut, say the corner. Stephen just a few feet away from us, shouting for his brother to throw the uppercuts from the unusual angles.
Yeah, when he dips to the left there, he can do that left of the body, left uppercut through the middle. Smith. Oh, up with the head there, Smith.
Blood.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, there's damage.
He was frustrated in there, Liam Smith. Too sure how that damage to the eye has happened. But it's not ideal.
Lovely jabs, Darren, from McKenna, and look at him, he's really getting into his groove here. I think he's starting to enjoy it in there, Aaron McKenna. Liam Smith with work to do here.
Good hand speed there and good foot speed as well there from McKenna. Not far off with that right hand, Smith, but holding his feet and having to pay the price there from the young pretender here, Aaron McKenna.
Yeah, really good. I mean, the jabs from orthodox and southpaw. He takes a step back, good variety of work, nice flurries, doesn't get too greedy.
Really impressed with this early work from Aaron McKenna. Punches from all angles, wiry, skillful, and there's confidence now too for the Irishman. Body shot back from Liam Smith, but so far it's all Aaron McKenna.
Okay, son. Hey, deep breath. Come on, shut it in, shut the air in.
What a head clash, we think, caused the damage, but Liam Smith, well, he didn't need that as well as the issues he's got going on.
Yeah. Unintentional there, clash of heads. It's a bad one. I did see that the blood streaming down. It's like the inside of the eye, and that's a bad place for the cut to be. As it streams down, yeah, you can just see it there, sort of mid to inside the eye, but you're just getting the impression a little bit, Liam Smith, that the body's not doing what the mind wants to.
Good. Frank Warren here with His Excellency, joining Eddie Hearn, Ben Shalom, all the promoters. Want to be at Tottenham, although Frank's got a box at Arsenal, so it's away territory for him too. Anthony Yard, another Arsenal fan. A lot of North London interest here. Liam Smith, big Liverpool fan, of course, in the white and aqua colours tonight. And the tall, wiry, spidery figure of Aaron McKenna, the silencer. And boxing really, really well. And I want to know how Carl Frampton has got it, my friend. Carl, how are you seeing things?
I've given McKenna every round up until this point. I think he's boxing beautifully, really, really well at times, moving well. He looks like the more experienced fighter in here. He's not using too much of the ring, but just moving enough. Still looks fresh as well, and he's sharp shooting too. Now, I thought going into this it was going to be a fight of two halves and Liam Smith would come into it in the second half, which still may be the case, but at this stage, I have McKenna well in front and boxing beautifully.
Got referee John Latham there, ticking him off. McKenna, who's got a handy lead though.
Yeah, and it hasn't taken him out of his stride. Lovely southpaw left there, straight down the middle, sharp shot, it really was. He's never been flustered, has he? You know, it's educated pressure to some degrees from Liam Smith. Look, he's not working as much as he should be, but he's creeping forward, he's not getting comfortable. This is really good work with that right uppercut.
4 uppercuts in a row there, and another one from Aaron McKenna. Stephen was calling for them, and his brother is delivering them, and Carl Frampton is right. This is a real display of someone that believes in himself, almost like he's the champion in there.
And I think that's the reason why Liam hasn't got no momentum in some of his work, because McKenna's firing back. After 2 shots from Smith, McKenna automatically fires back, and that just stops the attack there of Smith. I think McKenna as well, he's picked his, as Carl was saying, he's picked his spots really well. Hasn't got too greedy. Then the punches go, but making sure every punch is smart and neat.
And working around the target there, really impressive. Again, the uppercut, you can't miss. He needs to tighten those elbows up, Liam Smith.
Uppercut from Smith, but it's few and far between. He's got to bite down on his gun shield, the popular Merseysider, because at the moment this is Aaron Noel McKenna's night. He's coming of age on the biggest stage.
Good right hand there from McKenna. They won the line, they were nice straight down the middle. Here the shots are just tire your tank, empty you a little bit.
Another body shot, side to side, McKenna. This is the display of his life so far in his 20th fight. And Smith's going to have to dig ever so deep. It's all McKenna. And it's one-sided.
He's fighting on muscle memory here, Smith. I don't think he's reacting. There's nothing wrong with him. He just can't get the punches off.
Let's get over to Jamie. He's got another special guest.
Well, of course, this event tonight powered by Ring Magazine, but so many very important sponsors behind the scenes as well tonight, including Box Raw. Ben Amana, CEO and founder, joins me. An exclusive deal now with Ring Magazine. Incredible story for Box Raw, an incredible rise for the last 7 years. What does this collaboration mean to you?
Yeah, man, it means everything. You know, I've been a lifelong customer of the Ring Magazine. Huge collection of vintage magazines. To be able to partner together with a shared vision, you know, to really try and push the sport forward, it means everything.
In terms of the new merch we can see here, how does this project look?
Yes, I mean the collaboration is more than just products, right? It's more about sort of where the sport is headed. So we're collaborating on the products, apparel, equipment, gloves, boots, also our AI division, Box Raw Labs, whereby we built a model which tracks the biomechanical data for boxers and uses that to output performance improvements for them, and also for broadcasters to improve the data side and fan understanding of the sport. And also our charity, Boxing is Love, you know, we're using boxing to take it to areas of the world where otherwise we don't have access. So yeah, I think it's the merging of 2 entities to try and push the sport forward, and I'm super excited.
Great stuff. Exciting times for Box Raw indeed.
Exciting times for boxing, full stop. Everything moving forward, changing for the better. You can see so much live on DAZN.
Oh, lovely. Just boxing so well. It's the biggest fight of his career in a massive stage. You know, you could forgive him if he panicked or crumbled under the pressure, but he just boxed so well.
Barry, we've been around him all week, Aaron. There's been no signs of that at all. The camp know how good he is. He was a terrific amateur, really, really good. He turned pro young, and they've just taken it steady. And it seems they've got the perfect time to deliver this sort of performance.
Yeah, he's been built nicely, and he's got a lot to like about his boxing. Quiet guy, but a confident guy, along with a very good team, and he's really boxing nicely here.
And let's not forget, coming off his 2 best wins pretty much over his last 3 fights, he had 2 real standout wins here, McKenna. That was full of confidence, but this was, make no bones about it, a massive step up in class, a leap of faith, and he's just risen to the occasion.
That was a good right hand from Smith to the body, just took it partly on the left elbow, McKenna.
That's what he needs to go downstairs, Liam Smith, and quickly got one back from McKenna. A little bit of just puffiness around the eyes of McKenna. It could get tough second half of this. He's boxed so well so far, coming off those winners over Mickey Ellison and Giovanni Estella.
added with all the other qualities Smith has, and he's been a quality fighter, he's finding it hard. I just think his reaction's a little bit slower here than I've seen for a long time.
And for me, it's McKenna choosing to hold his feet a bit more now, picking the moments. He's varying up the power of the shots, the placement of the shots. It's on his terms.
That's that little spin, changing southpaw spin and throwing that right hand, really working here for McKenna.
Smith trying to get an uppercut in close. Again, work from McKenna is just catching the eye each and every time.
But he's not loading up, that's why. He's nice and fluent with the shots, so they're clear to score. There's speed in it, but he makes sure there's enough weight behind him as well.
Fluency, that's what he is tonight, Aaron McKenna.
I'd like to see that double left hook that he throws so well, Liam Smith, when he taps upstairs and drops the left to the body. Try and get right round that right elbow of McKenna.
I think he's trying to get there. I just think he's struggling to get his the placement right.
Yeah, is it the age and stage and that inactivity of Liam Smith, or is it just that McKenna with his speed and versatility, and Smith with the respect there because he knows he's in with a really good fighter? Well, what about this? Starting Saturday, June the 14th, the FIFA Club World Cup coming to the zone. Some of the biggest names in football will battle it out to become the globe's greatest. The entire event, every game, every goal, live on the zone. We're massive football fans, Darren Barker. We will be tuning in.
Oh, of course we will, because the Mighty Blues are in it. So, fingers crossed for the Chelsea. Cardiff in it.
Nice. Division 1 we're in next year.
That's a pessimist.
Yeah, we're in it.
Oh, you've been relegated.
Let's move on, let's move on.
We'll be celebrating in the Smith family tomorrow when Liverpool lift the title. Liam Smith will love that, but he won't love his performance so far. Aaron McKenna winning this, winning it comfortably. Smith with huge work to do. He's just got to keep trying to cut the corners and back McKenna up onto the ropes, hasn't he, Darren?
Yeah, well, look, I think so. Cut the ring off. It's very difficult when you've got someone who's so sharp on your feet, like McKenna is. Try and set the traps, but it's the body trying to do what the mind wants, and that double left hook, he wants to throw it. He's just a split second off, and that's what leaves you, your timing. It's very hard to roll back the years it is, but if anyone wants to do it, I'd be far from shocked if it was Liam Smith here.
Do you know what Darren said there is perfect. You're telling yourself to do it, your body reacts a little half a second too late, and then it looks like you haven't got it, you can't pull the trigger anymore. But what you can do though is dog your way out of a fight sometimes, dog your way out of trouble, and if anyone could do it, it would be Liam Smith.
Just walks into another cluster though from the fast hands of this spidery Aaron McKenna, who's putting on a really polished performance and sending a message out to the middleweight division here. It's an arrival, isn't it? A bit like Vidal Riley at cruiserweight.
I 100% agree with you there. He's a very, very good fighter. For some that wouldn't have known him, certainly will now. This has been impressive. Nice counter left hook though from Liam Smith.
Oh, his uppercut is all there from Smith. McKenna using that forearm to create a bit of space. Even doing that for a guy who hasn't really boxed loads of seasoned guys, using that forearm and all that sparring he's done over the years, the little tricks of the trade, you can get away with them. Good shot.
Yeah, this is where he needs to roll the dice, Liam Smith, when McKenna holds his feet, that catch counter with a left hook.
I think he's beaten Smith in his own game here, actually. A little pushing with the shoulder, a little tough, and getting the space to throw those uppercuts and those hooks inside. Smith was the master of that.
He's varied it up, hasn't he, Aaron McKenna? He's boxed really well first 2 or 3 rounds, and now he's trying to take the fight to Liam Smith. Body shots going in, trying to sicken the man from Liverpool and beat him in his own game.
And there was such a subtle movement there with the feet of McKenna. It was so impressive. To the naked eye, you wouldn't really notice it, but he just took a slight step to his left and just allowed space. He's just done it again there. Very, very smart boxing with the feet.
Well, Darren and I talk about it all the time, that semi-circle for your body. Or you master that with a pivot or a spinning or even a step. And McKenna's doing it to a T here.
Brilliant boxing from Aaron McKenna. Liam Smith having to soak it up, punch after punch at the end of the 8th round. Yeah, but it's one shot, Barry. It's not enough, and McKenna comes back. Oh, what a performance. Can he keep it going? The silencer. Meanwhile, have a look at this. He's here, and the crowd are going wild. Father and son reunited. Simply the best, and that is the picture of the year so far. Absolutely brilliant. None of us thought it would happen. This unpredictable of sports. Senior and junior are here, and side by side, the awesome foursome are together.
Wow, it's like, that is goosebumps. That is like something out of WWE. The reaction there was incredible.
I can't believe it. And it is just poetry. And it's wonderful to see, after all the difficulties and the troubles, they are together. It's brilliant.
I'm happier seeing him than I was seeing my father last week. It's ridiculous.
Me too. Absolutely wonderful.
Adam, what have you got against my father?
Oh, I'll tell you, my dad I saw the other week. I'm so happy to see Senior here. My hero as a kid. I tell you what, the two Eubacks together, the two Bens for history.
He played the blinder. He'd absolutely played the blinder.
He has all the build-up, hasn't he? Wonderful. And we didn't even know. We weren't told. That was special. Very special. Can Liam Smith turn back the clock here into the 9th round? He's losing here, and quite badly against Aaron McKenna. But these are the championship rounds, the rounds that Liam Smith knows. He's still there, he's still battling away.
Well, this is the point of the fight, maybe a round earlier, that Smith thought that his pressure was going to start to play a part here, but I think it's been just as hard for him, or possibly harder for him than it has been for McKenna to this point, and sometimes Father Time just catches up with you. And it's always against a young, fresh guy who's boxing out of his skin, and that's what McKenna's doing right now.
We've just seen father and son come in for the big entrance. Liam's father, Paul, here at ringside as always. The Smith brothers, but Aaron McKenna is just putting on a younger, professional and coming through performance, and he's just too quick, isn't he, for Liam Smith?
And I'll tell you what, he's shown that he'll be a very, very tough man to beat.
You see Smith here, again, as I mentioned, that muscle memory, he's trying to go through the motions, and what he does so well, just can't put that trigger quick enough.
Janibek, Carlos Adames, Hamza Shiraz has gone up. Obviously Eubank and Ben to come. Denzel Bentley in there as well. Plenty in the middleweight division. Aaron McKenna hasn't got into the Ring magazine ratings yet, but on a Ring show, the inaugural Ring show tonight, Aaron McKenna is showing everybody what he can do.
But I tell you what, don't rule out Liam Smith just yet.
Never, never rule him out.
Throw to the body off of that as well, Liam Smith. Lovely right hand. He took it on the glove, McKenna. But that's where you can drop down. You're in a position there to drop the left to the body.
The left hook there from Smith. McKenna though, firing back in the pressure, that's what you need to do. Lovely right uppercut from McKenna.
Back comes Smith though, a little better, and he needed it. Not over yet, McKenna still has rounds to go. And let's get into the reaction from Nigel and Connor, seeing junior and senior together. There's the 4 in shot. I I know Nigel and Connor wanted Chris Senior to be here. They're keeping their cool. No reaction from Connor Ben, plenty from His Excellency, who's absolutely adoring tonight. I mean, Eddie Hearn there, he'll get the booze from the crowd, he loves it.
Like a Bond villain.
It's a villain, Eddie, we love Eddie. That's happened from Wembley Stadium, I think. AJ and Klitschko, some of the great nights, of course. And well, it wouldn't be complete without Senior here. And I know that although they're concentrating on the task in hand, the Bens will secretly be happy that everybody's...
Yeah, I mean, the narrative from the fathers, their epic battles, it's so important that they're both here. So I'm thrilled. And so will McKenna with this performance so far. Boxed so smartly, hasn't he? Discipline, good variation with positioning in the ring. The way in which he's let the shots go, taking the power off of the shots every now and again, then they'll let a blistering flurry of shots go. Good variation again, lovely left to the body, followed it up with another one. This is good work from McKenna.
And just, you know, we say quite often, what you do after the punch is almost as important as the punch itself. And you see when he throws a combination, just see there, he spins out of the way of any oncoming traffic. Really good work.
There was a question about championship rounds, about levels, and also about physical strength for Aaron McKenna to come through. Look at that uppercut. I mean, he's put some terrific shots together. Liam Smith trying to find something, muster it from the memory books, but the feet, the legs, the ankle, maybe the hands, just not quite what they were, and McKenna is standing strong.
I think, oh, nice there from Smith. The referee saw that there little push with the shoulder. I think Smith's injury free. I do. I just think he just can't get that acceleration anymore. Just know it just happens. You're thinking a quarter of a second slower than usual, and it makes a massive dramatic effect.
It's that classic crossroads match, isn't it? About the young pretender and the old campaigner, the old warhorse, but the young whippersnapper, look at him, dancing around almost, loving this. Beautiful shots from McKenna.
And we have to make it important, even though Smith is struggling to do what he used to be able to do so well. You can't take away the performance here from McKenna, who's boxed really smart. He hasn't got too greedy, he's got the distance right, he's punching after Smith throws, he's moving his feet after he gets a combination off, he's doing everything that he should be doing.
And again, a reminder, it was 9 years ago that he fought Canelo. 9 years.
He's been around so long, Liam Smith. I remember him telling me 3 or 4 years ago, he'll have a couple more. He had those fights with Eubank, look at that first one. But I think he might go back to Liverpool if this continues at this pace and have a real think. Liam Smith, he's had a fabulous career, and
I'll tell you what, if he does decide to hang up the clubs, we'll miss him. He's a warrior. Oh, lovely left uppercut.
Yeah, he's getting just beaten up a little bit by McKenna now. He's fighting fire with fire, but at the bell he's very weary as he goes back to his red corner, Liam Smith. And all the miles on the clock.
Two rounds.
Let's get into the corner.
Can you give me 2 world-class rounds, can you? Can you? Can you give me 2 really world-class rounds?
2 world-class rounds. He's given us 10.
Yeah, he's been traumatic. No, but I like that though. Can you give us 2 rounds? They're asking him, can you do it for us? And it's for us. I like that. When you're in the training camp, you're together and you want to do things for your training, for your coach, for your father, whatever it may be. And I think that's the, without getting too crazy and manic in the corner, that's the perfect advice. But what we're seeing here is a guy with full of energy and another guy trying to recapture what he once had.
You need to step on the things. Listen, keep the defence up though, but she's got a bit of juice left in that kid, okay? Come on, fucking fire up.
Well, Liam Smith comes out bravely as ever. Let's get over to Carl to see how he's got it to McKenna.
I'd give him McKenna every round up until this stage. The kid has been boxing absolutely out of his skin, beautifully at times, and some of the subtleties and the things that he's doing, Darren touched on it there. I mean, he looks like the way more experienced fighter in there, and we all know that Liam Smith probably isn't the fighter that he once was, but let's not take that away from this performance from McKenna. I would go as far as saying it's a world-class performance at this stage. Unbelievable.
I completely agree with you, Carl. It's a world-class performance. And along with Vidal Riley at British level, a couple of stars are being born here tonight. The stars have aligned to give us Eubank Jr. and Ben, but the names of Vidal Riley and Aaron McKenna are going to be talked about in the weeks to come.
Yeah, definitely. They're passing their test. Well, one's already passed their test. Still time here, but so far it's been all McKenna. I agree with Carl. It's been a fantastic performance, a real coming-of-age fight this for McKenna, and he's put his name in the hat for big fights.
Yeah, what a way to announce yourself, eh? Because he hasn't just run around using his physical advantages with the long reach and jabbing and being that busy. He's, like Carl said, he's box smashed. He's pushed. Look, Smith back at times, though he's working on the target really well. He's picked his punches through the uppercuts and the hooks of the body, the straight right hand over the top. He's been fantastic.
And again, the conditioning is something that needs to be commended as well from McKenna. It's very hard when you're early in a contest and your opponent is walking you down or attempting to, and you're having to deal with that pressure. It's a big test, you know, that nervous energy, and it's shown how hard he's worked in the gym. Showing again the confidence there, flurry of jabs. But again, the heart desire, the will to win from Liam Smith. There is no quitting him, and there's that double left hook.
He's still trying to find it late on in this 12-rounder, Liam Smith.
And I honestly thought that McKenna was going to give Smith too many gaps, and Smith was going to get to him about the mid-stage. I honestly thought that, and McKenna's been so disciplined.
And that's what Liam Smith thought. That's what he's been saying all week. I will drag him into the trenches, but it is McKenna who is fighting fire with fire and trying to put on a really impressive finish. Smith comes back, good action in the 11th.
There's a nod there from McKenna. After that, that's a good combination. A little nod to Smith, like to say, let's go again.
I think he's loved it, Aaron McKenna, tonight.
There's just been so much to like about this performance. But it's the variation. He's very comfortable on the back foot, but he's equally content just standing inside.
Good shot there from McKenna again.
Wow. Fran Hennessy was telling us at the weigh-in, watch out for this guy, Aaron McKenna. He's going all the way.
Come on, kid, deep breath.
What are they going to say to Liam?
Suck it in. Come on, kid, that was a good round for you, that. But listen, you need to get this one down here, Liam. Hey, you need to stay on him, all right? Hey, you need to stop it. You pinched a few rounds here and there, son, but look, you need to just go with him, kid. You need to gamble real good, okay? Every thanks, son. You need to fucking gamble with him, son. Load up, start bending their knees and put some mustard in the shots, okay? We need it. We need it. Come on.
Hey, he's going to make loads of mistakes. In and out. Don't let him in. There'll be times when he force through. Don't lie up in the ropes. Keep turning them. Keep turning them. Let's go. Last round.
The McKenna family corner. Cool, calm, he's sprightly. Look at him on his feet now. Aaron McKenna, how hard he's worked for this moment. Liam Smith trying to be cajoled by his corner to say, come on, you need the stoppage. And he does, definitively.
Can you imagine if Liam Smith was to get the victory here?
It's not beyond him. I mean, it looks like it's beyond him in this fight, but history will tell you with Smith, he'll fight till the final bell. But McKenna now, feet are the key, not to run. Oh, shot!
Body shot! Down goes Smith in the 12th and final round. Can he make it? He'll just about get to his feet. He's a brave fighter, Liam Smith. And he had to take that. And McKenna could put the icing on the cake here with a stoppage of Liam Smith. And when we thought Liam had to gamble, it's McKenna who's finishing so strongly.
Hurtful shots to the body, another dip in the knees of Smith.
Referee having a closer look, Smith fighting back. Look at this bravery from Liam Smith.
You've got to be careful throwing that right hand into the elbow though there, Smith. What a perfectly placed left hook. He did it from so far out, but the angle of the shot was just tremendous.
Give Smith some credit here. I mean, he's dug in, he's got up off the canvas, he's been losing round after round, and he's still trying in there. The old battle-hardened warhorse, former world champion. He's going out on his shield here, Liam Smith, as Aaron McKenna closes brilliantly.
Smith's doing what he's done throughout his career and just showing how tough he really is to go with that skill, but tonight belongs to McKenna. We've got to give him all the praise here. He's just a revelation.
A minute 15 left for Smith to find something. It's looking so unlikely. The power with McKenna as well as the accuracy.
Late as well. Thunderous shot to the body, 12th round.
Oh, look at this from McKenna. I mean, he started with a beautiful boxing exhibition. He got down and toughed it out in the middle rounds, and look how he's ending the show.
Really protecting that body there, Smith with the right hand.
Liam Smith will have so much respect for this young Irishman when the bell goes. He's put his shift in, Smith. It's not been his night. Aaron McKenna has been fabulous from start to finish.
What I was saying before he's up with the body shot, but feet are important. They constantly keep moving and spinning and turning. Not allow Smith to, that final charge, but all that's out the window now, I think.
We've just seen absolutely everything to admire from McKenna. The movement, the variation, the speed, the power. This man's going to take some beating.
A star has been born on the big stage at Tottenham tonight, and his name is Aaron Noel McKenna. What a stunning display against a former world champion, albeit at 36, and coming back into the ring after time out with injuries. But McKenna, wow.
Yeah, I thought McKenna was fantastic from the offset. You know, he didn't run around, he didn't go gung-ho like maybe people thought he would have. We're going to see this body shot here, hopefully, and it was just a great shot, really far out. Look at that, as the elbow lifts up. When you lift your elbow to throw a shot, it lifts your diaphragm. So all it takes then is the right angle of that left hook to the body just to really do the job and drive it home. And I've seen a lot of fighters at that age, the career that Smith's had, staying down on the knee would have been the better option. But we know he's made the stern step. That family are as tough as they come, and he got up and he knew enough smash to protect it as well, but knew enough he had to fire back to stop McKenna from walking through him.
Meanwhile, May the 24th, we're going to be north of the border. It's Josh Taylor making his Queensbury debut at the Overhydro Arena in Glasgow. Can't wait, great atmosphere always up there. The Tardent Tornado in a good one with Echo Esserman live on DAZN. And look at that, decked out in the Irish colours. It is Aaron McKenna, and everybody back in County Monaghan will be cheering him, and everyone in the States as well. He's got fans all around, and he's got more now. He's arrived on the big platform, and to do it in front of His Excellency and the crowd tonight, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, look, it don't get much bigger, does it? Other than fighting and winning for a world title. This was special. This is how you announce yourself. This would be something he would have dreamt of in your wildest dreams.
He's going to get the WBA international title, but it's about the performance. Let's get it official. Mick Hennessy is cheering from the front rows as well. Brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Steve Gray scores it 119 to 108. Judge Giuseppe Quartarone scores it 117 to 109. And Judge Leszek Jankowiak scores it 118 to 108. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now the WBA International Middleweight Champion, known as the Silencer, Aaron McKenna.
A valiant effort there from Liam Smith, but just too young, too strong.